Today, I will explain the movie Moana. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do it now. Your support means a lot. The movie begins by showing a time when the world was covered in water. There were oceans everywhere. Then, a land goddess appears. She has a heart that looks like a shiny gem. She throws this gem into the ocean. When she does this, some land forms in the oceans. Trees, plants, and nature start to grow there. Everyone in the world wants this green heart, so they try to get it. They even go to the ocean and try many different ways to find it, but no one could get the heart. Then, we see a huge creature named Maui. He looks like a strong human. He is the demigod of the wind. Maui goes to the island to take the heart of the goddess, the gem. After changing into many forms, he steals the gem. As soon as he does this, darkness covers everything. Then, he goes to his ship. Another demigod, the demigod of fire, appears in front of him. Maui pulls out his sword-like weapon. They fight, and the fire demigod punches Maui in the face. During the fight, Maui drops his weapon and the heart. The heart falls into the water. Meanwhile, we see a tribe where an old lady is telling a story to kids. She tells them about the island and how darkness spread after the gem was stolen. The kids get scared, except for one brave girl, Moana. The old lady tells the kids that one day, someone will come to take the gem from Maui and put it back where it belongs. When that happens, the land will be green again. The girl listens to the story very carefully. This girl is the brave daughter of the tribe's chief, and the old lady is her grandmother. Then, the chief, Moana's father, arrives and lifts Moana up. But when some curtains fall, the kids see pictures of monsters on them and start crying. The chief calms them down. Moana gets down from her father's lap, takes the curtain outside, and goes to the ocean. At the ocean, Moana sees a small turtle being teased by some birds. She helps the turtle get to the water using a leaf. The ocean is happy to see Moana's kindness and makes a path for her. Moana walks into the sea, and they start playing together. Then, the ocean gives Moana the heart of the goddess, the gem that had fallen into the water many years ago. But when Moana's father, the chief, comes looking for her, the ocean goes back to normal, as if nothing had happened. The gem slips from Moana's hand and falls into the water again. The chief picks up Moana and takes her home because he doesn't want her to get lost or hurt in the ocean. The family explains to Moana that they live on land, so she shouldn't go near the sea. As time passes, Moana grows older, but she still feels a strong pull towards the ocean. One day, Moana's father takes her to a high mountain where there are stones lined up. He explains that every time someone becomes the chief, they place a stone there. He tells Moana that he wants her to place the next stone, so she needs to be responsible for the tribe. He says he is getting older and can't take care of everything anymore. Moana understands and starts being responsible. One day, some friends tell her they can't find any fish. Moana suggests that they might find fish if they go farther into the sea. But then, Moana's father, the chief, arrives and scolds her in front of everyone. He reminds her that he told her not to go near the sea. So why is she thinking about going there or suggesting it to others? Moana feels sad. Later, Moana's mother talks to her and says, "My dear daughter, your father forbids you because he lost his friend in the sea when he was young. He doesn't want anything bad to happen to you." Moana becomes worried. She goes to the mountain where the stones are. She is about to place a stone, but then she sees the sea in front of her. She takes her boat and heads towards the sea. When she returns, her grandmother sees her and says, "Moana, you are unsure about what to do. Come, let me show you what is right for you." Her grandmother then takes her to a cave that is hidden by leaves. Her grandmother shows her the different boats. Moana asks, "Whose boats are these?" Her grandmother explains that they belong to their ancestors. She tells Moana that many years ago, when Maui stole the heart of the goddess, darkness spread everywhere. The ocean became rough and started destroying their boats, so they stopped sailing. Before that, every time someone became the chief, they were taken to the ocean. Moana realizes, "That's why I feel connected to the sea. If every chief went to the sea, why shouldn't I?" Her grandmother replies, "Yes, Moana, I understand." Then, she gives Moana the heart of the goddess. Her grandmother says, "I know the ocean gave you this heart when you were just a child, and you didn't have the sense or power to go into the ocean then. Now, I am giving you this stone because the ocean has chosen you to fight the evil Maui." She also shows Moana some stars in the sky that will guide her like a map. Moana takes the stone and goes to the room where her father is talking with others. She tells him, "Father, I will go to fight Maui." Her father becomes angry with her. Moana then shows him the heart, the gem that her grandmother gave her, and starts to leave for the forest. Her father, in his anger, throws the heart far away. Moana is sad and goes to pick up the gem. She finds her grandmother's stick next to it. Just then, a man comes and tells them that Moana's grandmother is very sick. When they go to her, Moana's grandmother whispers in her ear, "Moana, you have to go fight Maui. Take my locket to hide the stone so no one can see it." Moana puts the gem heart in the locket and wears it, then leaves for the ocean. She prepares her ship and packs some things. Moana's mother knows what she's doing and supports her. As Moana sails into the ocean, the water makes a path for her and starts glowing so she can see clearly. Moana then notices that her chicken is also on the ship with her. They begin their journey together, but as they move forward, the waves become rougher. The ship tilts, and Moana struggles to keep it steady, but she doesn't panic. She asks the ocean for help, but nothing happens, and she faints. When Moana wakes up the next morning, she finds her chicken, her ship, and herself on the shore. She sees some drawings on the rocks, which means someone lives there. Then, she notices a huge shadow nearby, Maui's shadow. While singing, Maui takes Moana into a cave and locks her inside, so he can take her ship and sail away. He does exactly that. But Moana manages to escape from the cave and reaches the ship. She shows the green gem to Maui, but he throws it far away. However, the ocean brings the gem back to Moana. Moana starts teasing Maui with the gem because he's scared of it. While she's doing this, arrows suddenly shoot at them. Maui tells her that these are sea pirates, a coconut army, who came because they saw the gem. He says, "You've made a mistake." Arrows rain down on their ship, and during the chaos, the gem falls onto the ship. The chicken eats the gem, and the coconut army captures the chicken. When Maui doesn't help Moana, she grabs an oar from the ship and goes to the pirate's boat to get the chicken back. Moana jumps back onto her ship with the chicken, and the gem comes out of the chicken's throat. The pirate's boat is about to crush them, but Maui helps them avoid being crushed. Afterward, the ocean and Moana play a trick on Maui and throw him into the water, but he quickly comes back out. That night, Moana dreams about her tribe. She sees darkness everywhere and wakes up feeling worried. Maui tells Moana that many years ago, his hook fell into the water and someone took it. He needs to find it. Moana asks him if he's only searching for the hook. She tells him that people think badly of him now, but if they return the heart of the goddess to its place, people will remember him fondly again. Maui agrees, but says they need to go to a place where the ocean's treasures are kept, and his hook will be there. He tells Moana they need to climb to the top of a mountain where all the treasures are hidden. But monsters live on this mountain. Moana is scared, but Maui encourages her to be brave. He tells her she is strong. They climb the mountain, and Maui jumps down first. Moana follows, but the creatures on the mountain start attacking her. Moana and Maui escape and reach the place where the treasures are kept. There, they meet a golden crab that starts singing a song, proud of its gold and being a golden crab. While Moana distracts the crab, it traps her in a cage made of bones. Meanwhile, Maui tries to use his hook, but he can't change into the form he wants. The crab grabs Maui and starts fighting him. Moana escapes from the bone cage and holds up her stone. The crab sees the stone and gets excited, leaving Maui to chase the stone. Moana and Maui leave with the hook, but when the crab realizes the stone is just a regular rock, it becomes furious. After escaping, Moana and Maui head to the island where the land goddess lives. On the ship, Maui feels sad because he can't use his hook properly or change into different forms. Moana asks him about his past. Maui begins to share his story. He says he was born to human parents, but was thrown into the ocean because they thought he was ugly. Moana feels sorry for him and can't understand why anyone would do that to a child. Maui continues, saying that the ocean god took him in and raised him. When he returned to the human world, he taught people how to make fire, grow plants, and even stole the heart of the goddess for them. But despite all this, people think he is bad. Moana tells him, "Maui, you are a good person, but you made a mistake. You shouldn't have stolen the gem. Maybe that's why the gods are angry with you. Why don't you apologize to the gods? It might help you use your hook again," Moana advises. Maui apologizes, and soon he can control his hook again and change into different forms. They continue to the land goddess's island. On the way, they encounter the demigod of fire, who had punched Maui before. This time, Maui turns into an eagle and fights him. Maui knocks the demigod into the sea, and the gem falls with him. Moana is worried, but Maui manages to come back out of the sea. When the demigod of fire tries to attack again, Maui uses his hook to create a shield that pushes their boat away from the danger. Maui becomes angry, and Moana asks what's wrong. Maui shows her that his hook is broken from saving her, and says he doesn't know if he can use it again. He then flies away as an eagle. Moana is left alone and apologizes to the ocean, saying she hasn't been able to complete the task. She asks the ocean to give the stone to someone else. The ocean accepts the stone and lowers itself. Then, Moana's grandmother's spirit appears, revealing that she has passed away. Her grandmother encourages Moana, saying nothing is impossible. If the ocean chose her, it means she has the power. She tells Moana to keep going and go to the island. Moana goes back into the ocean and retrieves the stone. She decides that since the demigod of fire can't come into the sea, she should use the sea as her strength. As Moana sails, the demigod of fire appears in front of her. Moana steers her boat to avoid him, but the boat starts to tilt. While Moana struggles to steady the boat, the demigod of fire tries to grab her. Suddenly, an eagle flies in and divides the demigod of fire's hand into two pieces. It's Maui in eagle form. Maui then helps Moana by straightening her boat. Maui changes into different forms, like a whale and an eagle, to fight the demigod of fire. Despite Maui's efforts, the demigod continues to attack. The demigod of fire throws a fireball at Moana while she tries to find where to place the gem on the island. Maui uses his hook to stop the fireball, but his hook breaks completely in the process. Moana continues searching for the right place to put the gem and discovers that the land goddess is missing. She realizes that the demigod of fire is actually the land goddess in disguise. The land goddess, who was really the demigod of fire, becomes very angry after losing her heart because she feels betrayed by the people. Moana asks the ocean to make a path for her. The ocean helps, and the land goddess approaches Moana in anger. Moana remains calm and tells the goddess that she understands her suffering and acknowledges her great sacrifice. Moana says she is returning the heart to her. Moana places the gem back where it belongs on the land goddess. This restores the goddess to her true, green form, removes the darkness, and brings nature back to life. Everything becomes beautiful again. The ocean then helps Maui out, and he apologizes to the land goddess. In return, the land goddess forgives him and gives him a new hook. The land goddess also creates a new, beautiful boat for Maui so Moana can return to her tribe. Moana and Maui are both happy. Maui hugs Moana and says goodbye before flying off as an eagle. The land goddess says goodbye and peacefully goes to sleep. Moana sails back to her tribe in the new boat. When she arrives and meets her family, they are thrilled and proud of her bravery. They all take their boats out to sea again, no longer afraid of Maui or anything else. And that's the happy ending of the movie. I hope you enjoyed the explanation in the movie. Don't forget to subscribe,